Buzzity buzz. Good morning, guys. Welcome to WRME Live, where technology is already ready for the holidays to come, so it can have a nice long rest, and we're not beating on it for not uploading overnight.
Updating. Then the program wouldn't work. It's just
sassy.
Great. So, a few minutes late, technical issues, but we're here. Yay.
I'm glad you're here too, guys. Man, with all this holiday stuff going on, and as you guys know, my dad being in the hospital, it's been an interesting month. Loose update is they're trying dialysis to figure out the kidney problem, and they hope that fixes the kidney problem because they're trying to shut down. And, well, we'll see what happens. I think he had a second round yesterday. Mom said he was a little bit more pink, so we'll see what happens there. Prayers have been much appreciated. Thank you, guys. But I know... well, actually, I don't know. If you comment, if you want to have an entire episode dedicated to dad date, make sure everyone's up to date on Carl's medical condition. We can do a specific episode on that. If you just comment, shoot an email, whatnot. But in the meantime, we talk real estate. You want to talk about puppies? Send us a comment. You want to talk about houses? We're just going to talk all day. It's kind of like real life. Sit anyone, a realtor, on any sofa anywhere. All they're going to talk about is real estate or their grandkids, one or the other.
I saw a meme and it was so fitting. Suppose a guy at his funeral in the casket, it says, when you hear someone talking real estate at your funeral and they're sitting up wide open looking.
Are we talking about real estate?
Which is any agent anywhere. We hear the word buy, sell, whatever, we're like ears up.
How can I help you?
We're like a bloodhound. Where'd that come from?
Yeah, and some of that's just training because being self-employed, you have to kind of keep an ear out for that or you can miss out on an opportunity. But a lot of seasoned agents are just like, I can help. This is what I've been training for. I can help someone. And it's not necessarily a paycheck perspective, but I can help.
And I've picked up clients like that. And sometimes they're like, oh, no, we have someone. I was like, oh, that's so great. You know, who are you using? I might know, just out of curiosity, because I always like to know. Or what are you looking for? I might have a listing that fits your criteria. There's ways to talk
Or you're about to list your house. Cool. Have your agent send me the information. Maybe I have a client and we can get this connected early.
Yeah, or you have a listing that's not on the market yet, but it's coming. You're just waiting for photos or whatever that might fit their criteria, and you can give them a heads up to watch for that listing. Or their agent.
Oh, man, it's fun to shoot the breeze with other agents this time of year, one, holiday plans, but two, the varying adaptiveness towards the weather, towards the holidays. And that kind of brought us around to kind of our topic of today, the showing courtesies. And it's not just please schedule one and please let us know if you're going to be late or early. It also goes down to if there's a sign saying, please take off your shoes. You should take off your shoes. Unless you can't, then do your best to make sure it's as clean as possible. I'm thinking like those medical boots.
If you know you can't take off your shoes for whatever physical reason or whatever, go buy some of the little booties you can put over your shoes. Some houses will have them. Some did have them and they walked away. Some don't.
Booties are rather pricey, and though blessings to the agent that can have quite a surplus of booties there, but sometimes they're all gone because it was just one of those busy weekends or a busy open house. I once saw someone go back to their car and get a Walmart sack. I just appreciate them exerting that little bit of effort because they could have just gone, well, fine, and walked right on in. But the courtesy goes a long way because what if it's brand new carpet and y'all know it's been snowy, mucky, dirty around. And I can't imagine brand new light colored carpet and someone bringing their muddy cow boots through the house.
It could also be a religious thing or a cultural thing or something where shoes just aren't worn in the house. I'm that way. I get home, my shoes go off. That's the first thing that comes off. My husband keeps his shoes on until he goes to bed, and it drives me nuts.
I'm similar. Excuse me, still recovering. I'm similar. I prefer to take off my shoes, but my husband has come to learn that if he takes off his shoes, he stops. So he leaves his shoes on so the dishes get done and the laundry gets folded.
But I'm also the one that would walk down the street barefoot. My husband's like, what are you doing outside barefoot? What?
Yeah, I like being barefoot too. I've got very callous feet from walking the gravel driveway that is my main road to my house, or driveway. There, words.
Yeah, so especially if it's snowing, rain, or just muddy outside from previous rain, just be really courteous of what you might be tracking in a house, because that could mean somebody might have to pay for a carpet cleaner to come in.
And there's even before COVID, there was a medical component. Dirt has a ton of germs. This is very obvious and logical. We've had cases where someone had multiple technological things attached to them just to survive, and they couldn't gamble this germ getting into their house, and they're moving to a healthier climate or moving in with a relative or whatever, and they just have to move. But until then, they have to live here. And I think this was like 3 years ago, before COVID was even mainstream, and we had to be very accommodating because this was come home and die or not. And the agent was very clear about that.
Right. And sometimes they don't have the option to leave the house while it's on the market.
Yeah.
If they do, most people in situations like that would, but all too often they don't. Mm-hmm. Whether it's financially or the place they're moving to is too far away for them to, go ahead and move out and move there. Or they need to wait for the house to sell to cover the expenses of the move. You just never know. So being courteous and respectful is a huge thing.
Sorry, that makes me think of a funny story. We had a client a couple of years ago, I don't even think it was 2 years, that he had to stay in the house because he really had nowhere else to go, couldn't drive anywhere. A friend was going to come pick him up when his house sold and move him to New York State, not the city.
Oh, yes, that was a fun one.
And make sure you turn off your monitor whenever you leave. Whatever your personal effect is, wink, wink, nudge, nudge on your screensaver, turn off your monitor. They don't want to see it. And but that goes into preparing for a showing. And no matter how much the agent said, can you change your background or can you turn off your monitor whenever, the showings are going to be here?
And be prepared. I've walked into houses with clients and saw some stuff unexpectedly. And not that it was good or bad. I mean, we're all adults, but
it's private.
It's private.
I don't need to know.
It's a safety issue or whatever the circumstances is. It needed to be put up.
It sort of comes into the same realm of why we ask people to take down their wedding photos and things like that, because they want to picture, we want you to picture you living there, not your client, the seller there.
Right.
And so you don't want distractions such as personal things, wink, that could distract them. And it's just the run of the joke. Oh, I don't remember the house, but I remember they had this on the bedside table. And oh, that was hilarious.
It's a courtesy. If I'm in with my clients, opening kitchen cabinets and pantries, I'm good with it. I still watch my clients, but I don't allow them to go into dressers.
No, that should never be permitted.
That's personal. That doesn't stay with the home. But if you're selling your house, know good and well people are going to open up kitchen cabinets, bathroom cabinets, because they're going to want to see the size of the cabinets, how deep they are, the height, different things.
Is this a deep medicine cabinet, or is it just a mirror with enough for a chapstick?
Is this a pot drawer, or is it, But never, ever open personal items.
If we catch them, we very politely inform them to stop it now, and that they should not do that ever again. And it's sometimes a little bit more stern than that, depending on the client and how, for lack of better wording, derpy they were about the subject.
And again, that's a respectful thing, and that's a courteous thing. You wouldn't want someone to do it to you, so
don't
as
do it
you're
to someone
always
else.
told, don't do it to them.
Yep.
So,
goes a long way.
Things to think about, especially now around the holidays when people have presents under trees, Christmas trees out, different things like that.
I think this is a good courtesy across the board.
It
Even
is.
if you're not going to a listing, you're going to your Aunt Martha's house. Maybe you should be like, if she asks you to take off your shoes, take off your shoes.
But I know where she hides the good candy now.
It's like Granny. Granny, that's my mother, my grandmother. It's my kid's great grandmother. I have rules. My kids do not. They can climb in the refrigerator, climb to the top shelf, and pull all of it out. I know the rules that are set on me. I can't get away with that. I'd get a wooden spoon upside my hand, if not my head. And but a good across the board courtesy in general, whether you're showing or not. Stay out of people's stuff. Inspect normal things where it's permanent, shouldn't have anything through private, etc. And now you guys need to let us know of any special topics you want us to talk about. We're going into a new year and tons going on.
Yes.
And
And just FYI, we won't be here next week with it being Christmas. So we're going to be enjoying the holidays, and hopefully you guys are too. So
I hope you have a wonderful, even if you don't celebrate Christmas, enjoy the day off and enjoy your family. That is priceless.
And then we got
across the
New
board.
Year's Day after that, so we might not see you guys
New
till...
Year's, oh come on, New Year's Day. Unless, are you going to be hungover?
No, I
She's
don't
thinking
wanna
about it.
drink. I might though. This year might push me to drinking.
Well, we'll see what happens
But we'll see.
on New Year's Day. No matter what, we'll see you back in 2021. In the meantime, happy holidays.
Bye,
and Merry
guys.
Christmas.